Hey, my everyday world is about helping and inspiring young people, our leaders of tomorrow. My staff and I work to find and match amazing adults with children and teenagers in hopes that something life-changing will happen for those young people. We work to make sure strangers get personal and learn what makes each young person glow with power and potential. We want to stimulate growth to give our kids a chance to change the world one amazing child at a time. Well, guess what? George Floyd wanted to do something similar. I just saw and posted a video on my IG in which he talked very personally about his fear for our young black boys who are growing up in the hood. He spoke passionately about our next generation and how he feared for their lives. He talked about how his heart hurts for young men who are dying in the streets. He said, kids getting killed. Now, we are mourning his death because of a white, racist cop who is still being protected by a system that doesn't value the life of a black man, a father, a God-fearing person, a brother, and a son. These killings continue to be more and more senseless as each day passes. I used to think that cops had to be provoked to do some heinous thing to a black person. We now know that just being black is a trigger for some police officers. We also know that even when caught on camera or video, that the system turns a blind eye to police brutality against black people, particularly black men. Stokely Carmichael once said, if a white man wants to lynch me, that's his problem. If he has the power to lynch me, that's my problem. Racism is not a question of attitude, it's a question of power. Racism gets its power from capitalism. Thus, if you're an anti-racist, whether you know it or not, you must be anti-capitalist. The power for racism, the power for sexism comes from capitalism, not an attitude. Family, we must all, regardless of your skin color, your racial background, your religion, your gender, we must all join hands against these modern day lynchings. They tear away at the very fabric of our humanity. Black people can no longer be content with surviving an encounter with police. White people can no longer be okay with white counterparts who are explicitly racist and never get called out for it. Yes, we must vote. Donald Trump doesn't hire police commissioners. Mayors do that. Stop being lazy, apathetic, and hiding behind willful ignorance. Yes, I am angry. But I'm more than angry. I'm hurt, I'm disappointed, and most of all, I'm in mourning. No, I did not know George Floyd personally, but I know his pain. I share his shoes and his walk with constant racism and bias. And because of my hurt and all of my negative emotions, I will stay passionately in a protest moment for the rest of my life. We as black people, or at least the ones that I'm close to, and even some whites, have never felt justified, revered, or optimistic about the arrival of the American dream for us. We can only pray and continue to give our efforts to build a bridge that is elusive to that elusive dream for the next generation. I pray for all of you watching this, and I pray for our country as we deal with the same thing we've dealt with since black people landed in this country over 400 years ago. I pray that we can all have the strength and the faith and the belief that we can get past this. Thank you all for listening. Take care.